How's everybody doing? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about fuck your feelings. That's what I'm going to entitle this. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what I'm speaking about. Okay, so for the last 9 months, all of 2018, I have been tiptoeing around issues. I have found it easier to do the roasting thing and going back and forth with people than to talk about real issues, because I have been afraid of stepping too hard on some of your toes. I came here with a purpose. And when I was in the beginning actually doing what it is that I wanted to do, I was met with by people with feelings. You know, I would have some woman come and tell me, well, why are you tearing women down? And I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? I am a woman. Who am I tearing down? By the way, they weren't talking about Sasha Ray, because for the majority of us, we all agree on Sasha Ray. I was not talking about Sasha Ray in these videos. Right? I was talking about single motherhood, responsibility to our children, decisions that we make before becoming a mother, decisions that we make after becoming a mother. Those are the things I was speaking on. And it didn't matter, because for some reason, those women who had an actual voice, who felt like they weren't afraid to use their voice and have a conversation, they would say things like, why are you talking negatively about women? So for the longest, I'm going to be honest, for the last 9 months, I've been trying to just stay away from it. Right? Because what happens is, when I'm having these discussions, we'll have people say things like, you judging single women because you're not a single woman. And I'm like, no, that has never happened. Because when I talk about women, I had to put a status on it. I didn't talk about single women. I didn't talk about married women. I'm talking about women who aren't doing right by their children. Right? But we have people out here who are in their feelings. So I'm going to make this a short video by saying this. I listened to Tommy Sotomayor, right? And some of the things that he says, I agree with. There is no disagreeing with some of the facts. But what I agree with you all on is that his words come harsh. He is a prime example of fuck your feelings. Here are the facts. Now deal with it. Right? So I would put him on the extreme end of the message. So I decided that I was going to take the message that is based in fact and come along as a woman. Right? I was going to put it out. I was going to ease it out there, share my life story while, putting this information out there so people won't think that I'm being too harsh with it. And so on this scale, where Tommy Sotomayor would be on the extreme end, I am on the total opposite end. And guess what? I receive the same type of insults, the same type of questions. When I talk about women having children out of wedlock or without the help of a partner, a male partner, when I speak on that, we have a group of women who will tell me that I'm judging, wants to know why I'm judging, why I'm doing this, why I'm saying that, even when I'm being motherly. To a group of people who aren't even my children, to a group of people who are older than me or just as old as me. They expect me to be, I'm trying to be motherly to you, with the same results that Tommy gets. So what that tells me is that it's not about how harsh or how easy the information is shared. You all just don't want to fucking hear it. You don't want to hear the truth. So it's easy for you to throw darts at Tommy Sotomayor. Tell him, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's easy for you to tell him, he hate women. And I'm not saying he does or doesn't. That's not my business. See, if you're over there listening to him, you listen to the message. Either you're there to be entertained or you're there to listen to him. If you don't find him entertaining, then that means you're over there to listen to his message. But some of you have decided to be in your feelings that you've missed the message. So here comes BombCherry. BombCherry comes and says, you know what? I've heard the message. I agree with the message because the facts are out there. The stats are out there that support this single parenting within our communities, right? So we know it's factual. I come along, I give you the message. I'm stroking your hair. You know what I mean? I have you sitting in my lap and I'm saying, hey, baby, you know, we shouldn't be doing this and we shouldn't be doing that. And if you've already done that, you should be expressing to your children that they shouldn't be doing this and they shouldn't be doing that because it's destroying us as a people. I'm clipping your toenails, painting your motherfucking fingernails and shit. I'm doing all of that while giving you the message. And guess what? Your reaction to Tommy is the same reaction you're giving to me. Why is that? Oh, I know. Because you're in your fucking feelings. You don't want to know the facts. You want to brush off facts as opinions. And you're okay with destroying us as a people because of your fucking feelings. How fucking selfish is that? It's a whole group of you. Most of you who are into your fucking feelings, you have admitted in my area that there is no way to change this bullshit. And I'm telling you there is a way. But as long as you're on that thinking process of, you know, people don't want to hear it. People, because we don't want to hear the truth. You know, we just want to feel good and just keep fucking shit up. That's where I come with that, fuck your feelings. Other people have said, fuck your feelings. Deal with the facts. Deal with the facts. I would like to get back on board of sharing information. That's what I would like to do. But, you know, when I get into the conversations about this, it's not even a lot of people, but it's just the ones who, you know, when you're actually talking to this person and you feel their pain, right? I empathize, I sympathize, all of those things when you tell me, look, this is what happened to me. And when we have a conversation, you say, well, you didn't see this, you didn't see the other way in my life. And so I repeated what it is that I saw. I empathize with that. I understand it as also. But if you would understand and decide to get out of your feelings, you would understand clearly that if you want to make the changes, you have to start teaching your children that there is another way. You don't have to tell them that they were mistakes. You don't have to tell them, and make them feel bad. There are all sorts of ways of saying, hey, darling, your mommy love you. And your mommy want you to do better than she has. Your mommy wants you to make better decisions. She wants you to educate yourself. Your mommy didn't know any better, but now she does. Give me this opportunity to show you the right way, a different way, right? A different way so you can better yourself. You know why I'm not a grandmother today? Well, number one is that my children understand that you have a child, you have responsibility. They grew up in that, right? They understood that marriages aren't perfect. So you got to make the right choices. You choose the right woman for the right reason. You understand that a child comes along, it could change everything, and you have to be there. You have to be there for your child. Okay? They understand that. They also understand that if they want to be young and have fun and spend their money any way that they want to spend it, that means they can have children. They understand that once that child is born, that child is number one. That's what they learned from me and their father. That's what they learned from me. So once they are prepared, my sons may not want to wrap it up. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know for a fact when they change girlfriends, everybody's going to get blood work done. You see? I taught them not to be stupid. Just because a woman is beautiful don't mean that you should trust everything about her. And I taught them how to speak to her to say, hey, we're going to go get this test so we both understand that we are looking out for one another. There's a way of speaking to people without making them feel like you think they're dirty and that's why you want to get them tested. But that's what I taught my sons, responsibility in their health. Once they became young men, I don't control them anymore. You know what I mean? They're not going to be able to run to mommy and mommy protect them from everything. I taught them as much as I could in hopes that they will further along their education do better than their mother and father. See, so when people want to try to down me with this bullshit that's out there, the lies, you know what I mean, or even some of the things that are true, when you try to put me down, there is no tearing me down, sweetheart. The only way you're going to hurt me is to hurt my children. The only way you're going to hurt my children and think you're hurting me, I mean, we're not even going to talk about that, right? We're not even going to go that route. But I tell you this, I could be one of those people who only want my family to succeed while looking back and laughing at other people. I could be that way, but I'm not that way. I want us to come up as a community. I'm not wealthy, right? I'm not this person who could throw out money over here, money over there, money over here. I'm not that person. You need some money to stay here and stay that. You can't get that from me. What you can get from me, though, is some knowledge where you might be able to actually find that money that you're looking for when you don't have a place to stay. You could look to me for me to help you if you need to teach your children something that will benefit them, right? You might, as a parent, you might be having an issue with your child. You might be able to reach out to somebody like myself who might understand your child and you, and kind of get you to a place where you can actually see what your child is trying to relate to you. Some of us, we don't like to admit that we're older and there is a generational gap. It's always going to be a generational gap, and there's always been a generational gap. And some of us, we stay within that gap, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always seeking. I'm always trying to learn and understand. I have the help of my children. And also younger kids than my children, the youth that I deal with, who are younger than my children. The next generation. Whom will come to Miss, as y'all call it, Bomb, right? They call me Miss something else. But they'll come to me. Talk to me. Explain things to me. Right? Anyway, I'm going to leave this one alone. I'm going to call this Fuck Your Feelings. Bomb and Tommy Sotomayor. Yes, I'm going to put that. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm going to put your name in there, baby. Because I'm going to be honest, okay? I'm going to get a few more views by putting your name in there. And I want you to know that I want you to know that I have listened to you for the couple of years it's been now. And although I do not agree with you 100%, you understand? The information that I do agree with, I support you. You understand? I support you. I understand me. I understand that it may not be my way, but if I could do things my way, you have the right to do things your way. So I hope if you don't like the fact that I use your name in this video, hit me up and I'll remove it out of respect. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, one love. I'm out.